want you to pay attention to this. What you're about to hear will blow your mind. We all thought that the burial of Nollywood actor Asaba Division, Junior Pope, was going to put an end to everything. But what surfaced in some couple of hours is explosive. It is unbelievable. This world is mysterious, and oftentimes we hear that the spiritual controls the physical. But does the spiritual always control the physical? Do we, as human beings, in our physical space, have the power to control the spiritual using the physical? I don't want to go into this because I don't want to lose track on what you are about to hear. It is centered on TC virus and others that passed away, and some other survivors that are not part of TC virus association of the mariners. Let us listen. But before proceed, please like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell.
Equally, the last words Junior Pope, my senior colleague, told me that he said I should not tell anybody. I should help it to myself. And I should not equally practice any fetish or any tribalism in me. So I will not go too far before I begin to get angry about what I want to say. But sir, I will not tell you anything from that because they neglected the survivors. They neglected us. They never knew we have a lot to tell to the world. And as I'm speaking to you, I want all the kids in AGM or different kids in Nollywood to stand on their feet, call us the survivors, so we can tell them the truth of what really happened. And as me, I will still tell the world what Junior Pope told me that I should not say. Until I see the kids, I will tell them what fact and what really warrants the tumbling of that flying boat in that river.
Hello, viewers. I wish you a very good day. You are welcome to this succinct but very, very important, though a better forgotten interview and incident. My name is Paul Udonsi, a veteran Nollywood actor. Yes, like I told you, it's about a better forgotten incident. It's about the sea accident that actually claimed the life of Junior Pope and other people you may not know. You see, like Bob Marley would say, half that story has never been told. Maybe someday we will see the light, and then we will stand up for our right in a dream. Well, with me here is a young man who I may say is an eyewitness. By the way, I think you are a survivor in that incident.
Oh, actually, just like you said, whether I'm eyewitness, but I'm not an eyewitness. I'm originally a survivor that drowned inside the water with Junior Pope, my senior colleague.
All right. The die is cast. Now, please, I would like you to use your mouth and introduce yourself to the viewers, and then exactly we go bolos into the incident of that day.
Well, sir, when you mean bolos, I don't really get the detail. Can you break it down a bit for me?
No, by bolos, I mean that we are not going to take it, piecemeal, half and half. Then you go into the whole detail.
Okay. Yeah. It's all right, sir. Now I understand. Actually, my name is Tango Ikoma Idoma. I'm from Benue State. They know me popularly known in the Nollywood as Mr. Scooby-Doo. Well, it happens to be a shock and a tragedy which happened in the River Niger Sea and took the life of my senior colleague, Junior Pope, and some other crew member. Well, we boarded...
Scooby-Doo.
Yes, sir.
Scooby-Doo, as I am looking at the contour of your face, I mean, even the expression, the eyes is the middle of the body. I can still see the shock of that incident. I would like you to do us, by us, that's myself and the viewers, for you to do us favor by being a man about it. Try to absorb that shock a little bit so that you can be able to carry the viewers along.
Thank you, sir. I'm a man always. Anytime, anything, any place. I still represent who I am. Actually, I was supposed to tell you the whole details and tell you the truth, the unknown and the known. Equally, the last words, Junior Pope, my senior colleague, told me that he said I should not tell anybody. I should help it to myself. And I should not equally practice any fetish or any tribalism in Nollywood. So I will not go too far before I begin to get angry over what I want to say. But sir, I will not tell you anything from that because they neglected the survivors. They neglected us. They never knew we have a lot to tell to the world. And as I'm speaking to you, I want all the guilds in AGN or different guilds in Nollywood to stand on their feet, call us the survivors, so we can tell them the truth of what really happened. And as me, I will still tell the world what Junior Pope told me that I should not say. Until I see the guilds, I will tell them what fact and what really warrant the tumbling of that flying boat in that river Niger.
If I am following you very well, because even as you are saying this and I'm looking at you, and the emphasis on certain area with regard to what Junior Pope told you, his last word, and then what led, in fact, the last flurry of activity before the boat capsized, and then what actually transpired after that very incident, it has thrown open a very wide vista to the whole thing. So, if I may try actually to give a lead to that, what you are saying is that there was a ritualistic aspect to the whole thing. Again, that there has been a cause, there was a cause. I don't know whether such a cause was occasioned by an insider, I mean some of the passengers, new passengers in that boat, or was it external one? Again, you have talked about maybe rescue effort. You talked about rescue effort, which was either scanty or was not forthcoming at all. And then finally, how the whole thing, there was a discrimination in handling the whole affair, even by our own dear guild, AGN. If I don't know, I'm not making a statement of my own. I am trying to give a lead. Maybe this way I'm looking at it. Is it what you have in mind, although you still don't have to actually open up completely now? Is it what you have in mind?
Yes, of course. It's what I have in mind. Until I see these persons who are chairman, cheerleaders in this office, in these guilds, in this Nollywood, until I see them before I'll air out much of the truth. Huh? Can you imagine such accident took place? You mean the leaders or the orgas that call themselves orgas, or the guild leaders, nobody show consigned to show any hospitality or a medical attention. At least when you gather these survivors, you give them some medical attention, you know their health being there, you can confide on them to get details that will make the boat to capsize on that very sea. But no attention. All we are doing, we are there to make some content, to make our page to boost up, then we can make money. Is it called for when it is dead, when persons die in Nollywood, then we used to do some kind of celebration of making content or create content? Who does that? Who does that?
Stupido, I know where Stupido, I know where you are going. And once again, you are being consumed by anger of what actually happened, and then the way it has been handled by various sectors of onlookers, including our organization, AGN. Now, the whole thing boiled down to the fact that the journey to unfold the mystery of that very boat mishap, the journey has just begun. And everybody cannot wait to see the whole thing unfold. And now let me just give this caveat. It is not humane at all for somebody to see people who are on death row, people who are dying, or people who have died, and somehow you can lay a hand and in getting resuscitating the person. Then what you can think of doing is to start snapping, recording, so as to actually boost your Facebook or whatever, so that you can make money through it. That's a kind of it's a financial ritualism, which is not actually good. And again, come to our guild AGN. I am just re-echoing or expatiating what has Scooby-Doo, not just an eyewitness, but also a survivor of the incident, has said. I like the musician Jimmy Cliff. In one of his music, he said, "Who feels it knows it." He felt it and is still feeling it. Both what happened during the both mishap and then the treatment given to them later. So it is not too late to make amends. And I wish, because even in government, after an incident of such magnitude, the government will institute a kind of inquiry, a body to inquire what happened, what led to it, and what actually happened, and then what followed, and how it was handled, and also give a suggestion to people involved. By people involved, I mean the artist, the crew members, and also the producer of the job, so that they know what they will do, God forbid, if such a situation reoccurs, so that it will be a kind of deterrent. You see? So, from what Scooby-Doo is saying, now he is still taciturn. He's not saying much now. And he is actually waiting when the time is right, and then he will open up. You see? Well, by opening up, I believe he's not witch hunting. He's actually opening this thing up so that it will not actually happen to other people. You see? A kind of injustice to one is an injustice to another. The journey has just begun to actually unfold what happened on that fateful day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your efforts. If maybe other senior colleague or men on a high team will really approach me like this, I think I must have just tell them the truth. But like I said, I will wait till I have a round table of guilt before I will tell them what Junior Pope told me not to say out to anybody. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, sir.
Welcome back. So, survivors on that boat say they have a lot to say. They say they are willing to say, but they will not do that without being invited by the Actor Guilds of Nigeria, Asaba branch, Asaba division. They say they have a lot to say. What exactly is this thing that they have to say but need to be invited? Maybe they believe if they are to speak without being invited, it will amount to nothing. It will amount to nothing. Their voices will not be heard enough, loud enough, and they will not be able to do what needs to be done as it should be done. Maybe that is what they mean. Well, it is serious. It is serious. It is serious. It is serious. It is very serious. Very serious. Well, the news broke out and a lot of people heard about it, worried, and they wanted to know if there is something, something unusual, something that needs to be looked into. They needed to know what exactly is this thing that caused the demise of Junior Pope. We've heard about this guy called TC Virus, what he did, how he went about his so-called rituals and many things. We've heard a lot. TC Virus even goes around with a bottle of Fanta. That's how inhuman he is. He's going around with a bottle of Fanta. Can you guys believe it? He's going around with a bottle of Fanta. because of the Fanta that he poured into the river. Now, TC Virus was the first person to give us an account of what he claimed happened. He said he had survived by holding on to a rope. That is what he told us. That he would have been swallowed, if not that he held on to the rope, and that he normally would not go on any body of water without paying homage, and that he had called his spiritualist before embarking on this journey. They had told them, I am going on a journey, and it is across the river. There is a sacrifice that I was supposed to fulfill that I have not. Can I go on this one? And they said, go, but do this and do that. So he had poured some libation, gave out money to children that he found on the bank of the river. He had done few things here and there and made his incantation. And he now rang bell. Now, we heard that he's not supposed to ring the bell. We heard that too. That he was not supposed to ring the bell, but he rang the bell. They said that bell is not supposed to be rang. That bell, we've heard a lot of, mysterious, and so full of mystery account or interpretation of what he was supposed to do, how he's supposed to do it, and why he's not supposed to do it. We've heard so many. But leaving the spiritual aspect of it out of all of this, if we are to look at it, would Junior Pope have been alive? Will Junior Pope have been alive if he had used safety measure? Or they are the ones that manipulated him. They made him see the dirtiness of the life jacket. I'm talking of life jacket now. We are talking of life. He said it is dirty. That's what we're told by Adama Luke. They had been offered life jacket, but he said he was not going to put it on, that the life jacket is dirty. And maybe he also wanted to, I'm saying maybe, I don't know, he wanted to also act like he's brave. At times, people foolishly, to prove that they are strong and they are powerful, they will want to engage themselves differently. They want to present themselves differently, like, no, I'm not going to put it on. Safety measure to show that they are brave and strong and powerful. Maybe that's why he decided not to put on what he was supposed to put on. If he had done so, I don't think any spirit from anywhere will take him out. No, it's not possible. He won't be taken out, at least not that day. Maybe some other day. Maybe some other time. Maybe some other time, but not that day. So, this guy is saying he has information about the demise and that he needs the Actors Guild of Nigeria to call them to sit down so that they can discuss. And he said prior to this, Junior Pope had told him, do not engage in anything fetish. What does that mean? Do not engage in anything fetish. How does that connect? Is it that Junior Pope had involved himself in fetish things and needed to advise his friend, or is just someone who does not do fetish things? I'm thinking that everything still goes back to TC Virus, who had initiated some spiritual entity, called on some spirits, offered them, invoked them, asked them to come over to do what? To protect him. If that is what it is, how come the same protection? Because we've heard because of one individual who is a Christian or a pastor or someone who is anointed in a bus, we've heard cases where they say demons, spirits, or whatever could not penetrate or could not take the lives of people because there is one prayerful person in that particular vehicle. How come TC Virus who is said to be a practitioner. He did all the libation. Why is it that others in that boat were not protected? Because this virus had done what he needed to do. What kind of spirits are these ones? How come they operate and they expect people to bow and offer libation, worship them? Why is their own practice different? I don't get it. Why is their own practices different? Why is it different? Why is it so? Why is their own practice different? I don't get this thing. If this virus poured libation for them, why did they now attack the boat if they are the ones that really attacked the boat? And it's not as a result of the speed and the guy that was cruising the boat, because he wasn't paying attention. He wanted to be part of the pictures that or wants to be seen with the celebrities as they were making videos and pictures were, all of that. I want to understand this thing. I need to understand it. This is so sad. This is so sad. Whatever information you have, mister, it's better you put it out before the water priestess or the river goddess or whatever it is that they serve, that they believe is powerful. It's better you speak. It's better you speak now before they come and buy you when you are showering. It is still water. It's better you tell the world what you know. You don't need AGN to call you to talk. Talk now. Say all that you know. Say all that you know before they buy you. Say all that you know now before it is too late. Because you have already put yourself in it. You've already dragged yourself into this one. You say you know things. You know things. That thing that you know, say it now before it is too late. Put out everything. You might not survive the next 1 month because you want to open your mouth to talk. So what is it that happened that pied those people on that boat? What happened? What happened that pied them? These are the things that we need to know. What happened? What happened that pied these people? What happened? What happened? Because many people who are not even, they are not even really, they don't even know what to say. They just want to tell us how powerful their gods are. They just want to tell us how powerful their gods are, their deities, how powerful it is, how it can buy people, how it can take people out, how it is, that's what they want to tell us. That's what they want to tell us. Don't give those people go out and tell us everything that you know, how it happened. Everything. We would like to know. We would like to know every detail of what transpired on that boat. You say you survived it? Okay, good. That's a good thing. You survived it. What did you see? What happened? Who called who? Who orchestrated it? Who orchestrated that thing that happened? Who projected it? Let's know these things. Let's know the detail. Let us know the detail. Let us know the detail of everything that happened. Saying that you want to wait for the Actors Guild of Nigeria to call you up, it doesn't make sense. I'm repeating it several times to you because we don't want to hear that, the actor that said or the guy that said that he has information about what happened. He's no longer alive because he was now in the bathroom. He now slipped and fell and broke his skull. Say what you claim that you know. And somehow it is being emphasized severally that there is something that brought about that boat mishap, the accident. That what happened is ritualistic, it is spiritual, it is someone that orchestrated it. It's not something that should have happened, but somebody offered those people that passed away to some spirits. You know, talk about someone being possessed. Talk about someone being requested to do something evil. That guy TC Virus. Is he possessed with demons? Maybe one day, this guy will be caught up in one church and he will start confessing. Who are you? I am this and that. I'm from the river of this. His mother donated us. He went to seek for powers, and then this and that happened. Then one day, the moon came down. The river met the sea, and he was born. Then this happened. You begin to hear weird things. The thing is this, TC Virus was the only one who did what he did. All he did at that river bank and on the river is rituals. Rituals. It's as if he knew that this was going to happen and he was prepared for it. It's a lot of fingers are pointing at TC Virus now. People are beginning to look at it differently. That TC Virus must be dealt with. And there is something that I saw also when, maybe because of what he did, and he is worried that people might connect it to the demise of those that passed away. He said, hey, you people leave me. I don't want to do any movie again. I'm not coming again. Like, he was sounding empty. So I tried to connect to his words and his facial expression, his posture, his body language, everything, to see if there is something sinister. And I said, okay, this thing needs to be looked into more, because I am kind of, I'm saying that he's uneasy, but I don't know if guilt is why he's uneasy, or it is that fear of being linked to the demise of these people via the rituals that he did there. But this has to be looked into. It has to be dealt with. This cannot be allowed to go. Now, Yul Edochie is connected to this also, because we were told that Yul Edochie had called some. Of course, there is no crime in calling someone, hey, what's up? Is this person alive? Is he okay? But Yul Edochie further established what we were thinking, that the call was not to find out if TC Virus was okay. The call is also linked with something else, because he made it clear that he had vendetta with Junior Pope that passed away. And it is the same Yul Edochie that has called himself, giving himself a new status, a new identity, a new connection. He said is Isimili, the head of the waters. And TC Virus is also part of the waters, because he made it known and he said it clearly. What is this thing? Judy Austin, water marine entity. But like I told you guys, she's one of the lower, her job is to wash and clean the floor over there. She's not highly placed, highly ranked. And TC Virus, Yul Edochie, water priestess, Isimili Jofo, Isimili, what is this thing? Like, I don't get it. I think this needs to be investigated. Exactly, it needs to be investigated. But can you investigate spiritual things with physical things? Well, it starts from the physical. It's just like a Roman Catholic father, or is he priest, a Roman Catholic priest. He said the spiritual does not control the physical. We've been told this several times. And this has structured the way Africans think, that the spiritual controls the physical, the spiritual controls the physical. So they give more relevance to the spiritual. And you will notice that since the spiritual is controlling the physical, they are spiritually rich but physically poor. And wealth is needed here on earth, not in the spirit. They give more relevance to spiritual things. So lack of growth, lack of progress, witchcraft is bliss. Witchcraft is bliss. For you to know what I mean, witchcraft is the lowest in the hierarchy of powers. That's the lowest, but very dangerous, because it's like a network. It's like, cobweb. The lowest, like local government, the way, like your local government. The lowest, but very dangerous. Not powerful, but dangerous. Now, if we look at all of these things, add them up together and connect it together, I'm kind of uncomfortable with some of these things. I'll tell you the truth. I'm uncomfortable with many of these things. And I think there should be an investigation into what really happened, because there is so much darkness in that Nollywood. So much darkness, like how you find darkness everywhere. Wherever you find different people with different walks of life in a place, you always have these things going on there. I'm glad that this guy is speaking up now, and I think the man that spoke is the president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Southeast, something like that. So he said, now that this is being talked about, this is being said, that they should look into. But the thing is this: who is going to look into it? How are they going to look into it? Since majority believe that the spiritual controls the physical, you cannot use the physical to control the spiritual. The spiritual is always above the physical. How do we get about this one? Drop your comment. What do you think is the solution to this one?